Hi guys, welcome back to Beyond the Bet with Itu Khune. I am your host and we are joined by the legend himself. Hi Itu, how are you doing?
Hi B, thanks
You
for
doing
having
well?
me.
Thank you so much for being with us today. So today's episode is a special one. We're not just going to be speaking about football. We're doing a little bit of a blast from the past. We're going to speak about the moments that defined your career. Are you looking forward to this?
Everything is in my terabyte.
Is
It's
it in
stored.
here? So you remember
Bring it on.
all?
I remember my
The
career.
last 25 years.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's get into it then. Okay. Let's start at the beginning.
Yep.
Okay. When did it hit you that this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing? I belong on the field.
At the age of 8, I think that's when I realized.
8 years old.
Yeah, as an 8-year-old.
Wow.
Growing up in the dusty street of Ching location in Ventersdorp, Northwest Province.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when I started falling in love with football because my dad was a huge Kaizer Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
And in the previous episodes, I did share that he bought the 2 jerseys.
Yes, I remember.
That felt like a long sleeve.
I remember.
And I had to take one from him and my sister's hairband to make it the captain's armband.
Yeah.
And I think that's when I fell in love. And at the age of 13, my dad, age of 12, my dad brought me for trials at Kaizer Chiefs. And since then, I never looked back.
Wow.
I gave my life, my 25 years, I dedicated it to Kaizer Chiefs.
That is a very long time.
Yeah.
That's incredible. From such a young age, knowing exactly what you want to do. Not many people are that blessed or that lucky.
Yeah, no, sometimes it's circumstances. You know, when you come from underprivileged background and you see your dad trying by himself, you always, as a firstborn son, you inherit all the responsibilities.
Yeah.
I inherited all the responsibilities to help my dad to run the household because we are a huge family. So I took those responsibilities from the very young age, and I had to help my dad. So that's why in everything I did, I dedicated myself fully, and that's why I was able to serve the one and only big institution, which is Kaizer Chiefs, for 25 years. And I'm happy that I have no regrets.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first game? I know it's
Definitely.
a very long time ago. Do you remember how you felt on that day?
2007, 2008 season.
Yes.
In Devon, Kings Park Stadium.
Oh, wow.
Against Jomo Cosmos, we drew 1-1. I considered through a penalty.
How do you remember all of this? Into 2007.
It's my career. Every interview I do, I have to talk about my career. So that's why everything is stored in my terabyte. So I always unleash.
Yes. And how did you feel that day? Do you remember? Were you nervous? It was like your first game on the pitch.
I was nervous on the tunnel going onto the field because it was my first time, you know, having to play under a packed stadium.
Yes, exactly.
But I had a captain by the name of Cyril Nzama. I had senior players like your Patrick Mabedis, your Fabian McCarthy, who was my defense. And they told me that, Itu, just shout, just communicate, just talk to us at all times because it's crowded. We won't be able to hear you, but try and be vocal.
Yeah.
And that gave me comfort. And as soon as I got onto the pitch, I enjoyed my game because I had just played for the under 23s. We were playing Olympic qualifiers in Rustenburg against Nigeria. And I saved the penalty. And I received a call that Emil Baron, who was then number 1, injured his shoulder. So I was rushed from Rustenburg to the airport, straight to Durban, and that's when I played my first game. And from that game, I never looked back. And my second game was against Mamelodi Sundowns, same stadium, Kings Park, and the score finished 0-0.
And you remember all of this? 0-0 against Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yes.
Wow.
and it was my second appearance in a Premier League.
That is incredible.
In a packed stadium.
That is incredible.
I had to handle that like a man. Yet I was still, I think, 2021.
Yes. That must have been something.
Yeah, no, it meant a lot to me. That's why my first 2 games, I remember that there were draws.
Yes.
Draw of 1-1 against Cosmos, draw of 0-0 against Sundowns. And since from there,
it went
I took off.
That's incredible. So I'm going to take you through your most iconic saves, okay? There's many YouTube videos that break these down of all your
stunts show them to me?
And your tricks and your everything that you did on the field.
Are you going to show them to me, or you want me to guess them?
You can guess them. I have one that's also top of mind where I saw you flying, you kick the ball with your back leg.
Scorpion kick.
Oh my word, you remember
FAB Stadium against the Mpumalanga Black Aces.
You remember it. I'm going to give you a play-by-play. Okay. Do you remember this one?
Oh yeah, Moses Mabida against Golden Arrows. I remember when we went to play this game, I wasn't part of the squad.
Oh really?
Yes, Brendan Peterson and Bruce Vuma were meant to travel, and I was meant to stay behind. But Brendan Peterson had an emergency. The wife was pregnant, and I think she was delivering on the same week.
Oh, okay.
So he had to stay behind, and I was told when I got to training that you are traveling. So lucky enough, at Kaiser Chiefs, they don't tell you the traveling squad the day before. They tell you on the day, and everyone has to bring their uniform.
Oh, really?
So lucky enough, when I was told, I was ready. And we traveled, but I didn't know I was going to start ahead of Bruce, because it's quite obvious that when number 1 is not available, number 2 will be number 1, number 3 will be number 2.
Okay.
You know, but from number 3, from staying at home, I went on to be number 1 on the day. And guess what?
What happened?
I won man of the match.
You're joking.
I'm telling you.
You were not supposed to even be on the field.
I wasn't supposed to even travel. But
man of the match.
Because of God-given talent and the belief I have in myself, I went to win man of the match in that game.
That's incredible. Wow. Amazing. And the fact that you still remember, like I'm throwing them at you and you remember them is also just like shocking. Do you remember this one?
Yep. Loftus Stadium versus Mamelodi Sundowns. We won 2-1 in that game.
Goodness, yes.
Dumisani Zuma and Bennett Parker, I think, scored the 2 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And you remember the save of yours here?
Yeah, it was Kemet Erasmus. We've always had that competition.
Yeah.
From the national team from back in the days. I used to tell him he won't score past me.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he's been one of the best strikers in the PSL that has scored more than 5 times against me.
Wow.
So he's a lethal striker. And he knew that every time I take a shot, I will bring the best out of Itu. But he has this snapshot that I wouldn't be ready for. As soon as I'm trying to set, the next thing the ball is at the back of the net. Yeah. So he's one of the few strikers that gave me sleepless nights.
Oh, really?
But that day I was like, I'm protecting our lead. We are 2-1 up. There's no way he's going to hit me with his favorite shot. I had to make a favorite save.
Amazing. Incredible stuff. Itu. Remember this one?
Yeah, this is my last Soweto derby. That was played at FMB against Maswangani. We lost that game 1-0, unfortunately. But I had a very good game. And out of all the 28 derbies that I've played, I think that was my last one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And the fact that you remember again, I'm just gobsmacked every single time.
Okay, that was a save against Supersport United.
Yes.
Unfortunately, doesn't exist anymore. They are one of the clubs that used to give us tough times. Team from Pretoria.
Yeah.
Kutogwaje Mahachi, a Zimbabwean international.
Yes.
who also played for Pirates. He was also a speedy winger. Okay. So can you see how quick he was in controlling the ball and taking a shot? But because of my experience also, I knew that if he takes a heavy first touch, I also has to engage him and make myself big. So that's why he couldn't cut back, couldn't chip, he couldn't hit the ball past me because I just had to go and do my favorite spagat save. And that's how I made that save.
So you had your techniques,
and my calculations right, because the ball was in the air and I saw my defender won't get there. So I knew he's gonna chest trap it or control it just behind the defense as he turns, because he's already late. So it was my role and responsibility to engage and make myself big. And
people think that the role of a goalkeeper is like really easy, but it's like there's so much. It's the hardest. Thinking about it now, it's the hardest
because you have a split second to make a decision. Because when the ball comes, you need to know whether I'm gonna catch it, I'm gonna parry it, I'm gonna punch it away. So you have to make that decision in a split second.
You need to actually see things before they happen.
So you have to be sharp mentally. 100%. In every game, you don't need any disturbance so that you do your calculations right. In every situation. Should I go out? Should I stay? Should I punch? Should I catch? Should I parry? Like, there's a lot of aspects into goalkeeping that people don't understand. They think goalkeepers just stand there and they watch everyone run. But at training, we go through the most in order for us to have it easy in the game. And by having it easy, you have to be vocal, communicate with your defense, put them in good positions. Then you won't get to be too busy as a goalkeeper. Might as well just bring the chair and the cigar. On match days, it becomes so much easier.
That's incredible. Because when you look at it, it's just looking like a keeper. You have one job, you know what I mean? But there's
just
so
to stand
much
there while others are running.
There's
so much that goes into it. At training, you just train small margins. Because they can make a difference in a game. Goalkeepers can either cost you a game or win you matches.
You see, it's basically all falling in your hands. That's really tough.
Because remember, as a striker, you still have other 9 players plus a goalkeeper behind you. But as a goalkeeper, it's a lonely position, but you have to stay switched on.
You do.
Because you are the last man. If the ball goes past you, it's at the back of the net. The team loses. So you have to make sure you switched on. You remind your players constantly to also remain switched on so that the opposition doesn't pay you guys a visit. Because if they do, and you guys are not switched on, you're going to end up conceding and losing matches. So that's what I used to be good at. Communicating with my defense, to communicate with the midfielders, to communicate with the strikers. And then we are all gelling.
Amazing.
You know, we are all on the same page.
You are now suddenly not a goalkeeper anymore, and now you're a gymnast. Please walk us through the scorpion kick.
Scorpion kick. I was just having fun, man. It's something I've been trying out at training.
Really?
And it's been working. And I was like, I need to try it in one of the matches, official matches. And I remember we were at FNB Stadium playing against Mpumalanga Black Aces. And I could literally see the referee looking at his clock. And I looked at the big screen and I could see that it's almost time up. And the player who had the ball was Lebogang Manyama. And I remember he looked up and the referee, as he was doing this, he took a shot. And I was like, I've already seen the whole situation.
You've seen it play.
So we've already won the match. How about I have fun?
Exactly.
So as he took that shot over me, I was like, I could have easily caught it with my hands, but let me not dirty my gloves. you know, my gloves have been cleaned throughout the match. Now I have to dirty them just before the final whistle. I was like, nah, let me just entertain, because we are entertainers.
Exactly.
Footballers are entertainers in sports. So I was like, let me entertain the crowd. And I let the ball go past me, and I did the Higuita style, the scorpion kick. And until today, people who've never seen me up close and personal, they always say, hey, when I do, you almost gave us a heart attack. And I'm like, why? They're like, why did you risk and do the scorpion kick? And I'd be like, I wanted to try it in the derby. 95,000 capacity and the whole country watching. But those are some of the things I had fun with as a goalkeeper on the field. So yeah, as a goalkeeper, they say goalkeepers are crazy. So obviously you have to pull some stunts here and there, you know. So I pulled out the Higuita.
This was insane.
Scorpion kick style.
When I see it, I'm just like, what was Itu even doing? What were you thinking? You are flying in the sky there.
You must have fun, man. We get told to go out there and have fun.
Yeah,
so yes, football is business, but at the end of the day, us as footballers, we have to have fun sometimes. So I was just fooling around there, and it worked.
And now people will still, to this day, remember you for it.
Yeah, no, people still say Itu style, and I'm like, okay, I'll claim it. But I saw it somewhere also, from the Colombian legend, Higuita.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I saw it. Then I was like, okay, let me pull it in one of the official games, and I'm happy that I did.
Yes, amazing.
And people still remember me with that.
Exactly. That's incredible. And then can you tell me then, from your own perspective, what is like the most iconic save of yours personally?
Yeah, sis. It's very difficult to choose one, because I've made
so many
thousands, if not a million, saves in my 25-year career.
But there's not one that you've sat and thought, like, that's my favorite.
All of them have been my favorite, because as a goalkeeper, you can't afford to let the ball go past you, because you're going to let your teammates down, you're going to let your supporters down. So I think every save matters, 100%. And has been my favorite, because I stopped the oppositions from scoring.
Yes.
So every save means a lot to me.
Matters to you. Incredible. So thank you for going through the play-by-play with us, Itu.
No problem.
I know that also in goalkeeping and in being a professional football player, there's not always highlights. You have some down moments. Is there anything that stands out to you where you thought, that was quite unfortunate and I wish that it didn't happen in your career?
For any footballer, they will tell you injuries, because it's always a setback.
Yeah.
Because as a footballer, you take long to pick up and start playing, because remember, 11 has to be on the field, 7 or 8 has to be on the bench, and there's probably 15 on the stands. And once you get that opportunity out of so many players, you always wanna strive, you always wanna showcase your talent, you always wanna play regularly, because it gives you an opportunity to also being called up to represent your country. So every player wants to play every game. So once you start picking up, and then your confidence goes high, then boom, a setback. You get an injury it will take you out for a couple of months. The longest injury I had was a shoulder injury. I was out for 9 months. And I was like, this is end of my career.
9 months.
But I was able to bounce back and fight for my position, and I won it back. So, and I remember, after getting an injury, the club had to go on the market, and they went to get Daniel Akpei from Chipa, the Nigerian international. He has done tremendously well in my absence. And when I came back, I had to sit on the bench, because yes, you are Itumeleng Khune. You got injured while you were still on top of your form. But when I came back after that 9 months, he couldn't just leave the number one and say, no, let me hand it back to Itu. I had to fight to get it back. So yes, that was one of the downfalls or the setbacks that any footballer can have of getting a long-term injury, because it gets you thinking that I might not be able to get back on the field. It's the most frustrating period for any footballer.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And also what it does to your confidence in that moment as well. It's not
And
good for that,
on top of that, you also worry about your financials, because your contract is probably coming to an end.
Exactly.
And once you get injured during that period, the club might not renew your contract.
Exactly.
And when you move to other clubs, they're going to do medicals.
Yes.
And once they pick up that you just came back from a 9 months layoff, they might not sign you. So you worry about
There's
a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Goodness.
you just have to thank God when you've made it back and still being able to perform without any injuries.
Amazing.
But injuries are bound to happen when you are on the field.
Exactly.
But again, it's how strong you are mentally to bounce back and continue playing to the best of your ability to help the club.
Amazing. We can speak about your proudest moments.
I have a lot.
You have a lot of those. Maybe you can give me a couple then. It doesn't just have to be one.
Okay. One would be to play for Bafana Bafana at the FIFA World Cup. The one that was hosted in African soil, in South Africa, our homeland. Yeah, that was one of my proudest moments for the national team, and having played for the national team again twice against Brazil, where I had to deal properly with Neymar.
Stopped by Dani Alves. Early ball in, looking for and finding Neymar. It's a great save again by Khune, good striker. Before we look at that, look at this ball that picks out Neymar. Onside, he's level with the last defender. You'd back him 99 times out of 100 to put that one.
Yes.
The biggest star in the world, a boy from Venterstop, being in goals and say, you're not going to score past me.
Imagine that.
And I made sure of that. And that's how I also made a name for myself.
Wow.
Because the name Itumeleng Khune, it's known across the borders of South Africa because of such big matches against big stars. And the other one was saving a penalty in 2009 against David Villa, who was a Barcelona star at that time. They had just won the Champions League with Barcelona. They came to play Confederations Cup. And I was just 22 years of age. And it was my birthday on the day when I saved that penalty. And people still remind me of that until today, because it was such a special day for me. Yeah, and then again, Spain at FMB, after they were crowned the world champions, after winning the World Cup trophy here at FMB, we managed to secure a friendly against them. And we beat them 1-0. Bennett Parker scored the only goal. And I gave a man of the match performance on the day. So that's for the national team. For Kaizer Chiefs, there's a lot. Like just wearing that jersey, it's a proud moment for me. Every time I would wear that jersey, it would be a proud moment. And having won so many trophies for club, individual, I'm proud of that, to say I've contributed to the club's success in my 25 years I've been with the club. And for myself, personal gain, I have more than 60 individual trophies that I've won in my 20 years. So I top the charts. If you had to go back to the history of the PSL, I saw someone shared a post not so long ago, and I saved it. It's on my phone. That the player with the most individual trophies, I'm number one.
Wow.
And the other thing that I'm proud of is being the second highest capped player in the country with 91 caps. And of course, being the highest capped goalkeeper. I can easily say I'm a proud owner of 91 caps.
That's incredible.
National team caps, yes.
That's incredible, Itu.
Thank you.
Wow. That is wow. That
So
is
yeah,
just
the list
something.
goes on and on and on.
Yes.
So I think those are the only ones that I can mention now. But we can write a book of 1,000 pages just sharing my success with the club, with the national team. And I walk with my head held high 100%. Everywhere I go, with my chest out. And I pat myself on the back, and I look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, Itu, I'm proud of you.
You did good.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you did very good.
You did good. Now for the last question of our podcast today, Itu, your advice for young players. I'm sure there's a lot of players that look at you and think, I want to be able to be like that one day and have these stories. What would you say to them?
My advice to the young boys is they mustn't be scared to ask for help when they need it, to ask for advice when they need it. Because I can share my story. When I got promoted to the first team in 2004, it was myself and Calvin Sosibo, the only 2 youngsters in the team. When we got there, we found players with big names, players who were very well established. So they needed no introduction. We were just promoted, and I used to go to school, come back from school, take the balls to the pitch. After training, I used to wash their boots in my school uniform before I go to the base where we used to stay. And they said to me, Abo Grootmane Bati, we are not punishing you. We are preparing you for the future. Okay. You will be able to deal with any challenge that comes your way. And hence, I took that advice and look where I am now. I was able to serve the club for 25 years because in everything that I did, I used to rewind and say, what did this Grootman say? Why did that Grootman say? Their
voices were playing.
You know, their voices were playing in my head before I make any decision. Listen to Abo Grootmane, listen to the advice that you get. It's up to you, whether you take it or not. As players who have played before you, we can always advise and not tell you what to do. So it's up to you whether you take what I say or you don't. But go out there, seek for advice. Get inspired by what you see someone doing from far. I was inspired by Brand Baloyi. I used to watch him on TV. I wanted to meet him one day. I met him. We played. We competed. I ended up putting him on the bench while I was playing, and he was my role model. And I would feel bad, but I would be like, work is work. I also need to put bread on the table.
Exactly.
Yes, I'm putting my role model on the bench.
That's also so full circle. You used to look up to this person, and now this is happening.
He also came. There were people ahead of him. And he waited for his opportunity. He got his opportunity. They were sitting on the bench. He was playing. So my advice to the youngsters, apart from all that I've said, give your all in everything you do.
A word.
There's a lot of opportunities out there. Once you are given an opportunity, don't throw it away. Grab it with both hands and run away with it.
I love that. That's amazing advice, Itu. And there we have it. We are done. Thank you again, guys, for tuning in and for watching. Once again, don't forget to predict where Itu will be going this month. And please catch us in the next episode. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for joining us.
See you soon, guys. Don't forget to bet responsibly. Bet with your head, not with your heart.
Yes.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye, guys.